Okay, we're going to start this narration with a wonderful how do you do? Here we are at the Hilton in San Diego. I'm sitting on the outdoor furnishings, and my honey is now inside the Comic-Con convention having the time of his life as Captain James H. Zents. And here's his son Eli as we had a little late night dinner. Unfortunately, we waited a long time because the place was packed, but while sitting at our table, we really had a fun time visiting. The next morning, my honey and I went out for breakfast, and then we heard Terry Gilliam talk, and Vern Troyer was one of his guests as part of his new movie that's coming out shortly. And later on, I said hello to Emma's fiance, John, and there he is, standing 6'6", I believe. He's quite tall. And of course, we had to have our coffees. And sitting in the audience, I think I was getting a thrill because I think I was just about to see the cast. Oh no, I was talking to Les, updating him about what I was doing. Now we got to see the cast of The Prisoner. And there's Jim and, of course, Jamie and some other gentlemen on stage, including the producer who said they had to go to Africa. Now, Sonny Boy and I are walking around the booths having a good time. And there's Jim and the rest of the cast sitting there. And it was pretty exciting to listen to them talk about a movie. Actually, it's going to be a mini-series about The Prisoner, and of course, we've probably seen Patrick McGowan's Prisoner. But this one is a little souped-up, amped-up version with Ian McKellen, who didn't happen to be there, but I was really happy that I could be there and say hello to everybody. In fact, after their panel, I was able to hand Jim, the lead star, a copy of our Molly and Sonny Boy CD, and I was under the impression that he came from across the pond, but actually he's an American gentleman. Back to our booths to see what was happening at Arsenic Lullaby. There's Jim's daughter, and there's the visitors and the volunteers. And next up, we went to hear Stan Freberg and his wife Hunter Freberg talk about serendipity and synchronicity and how that applied to their life. And it was wonderful to see Stan Freberg with the Three Little Bops. He did the entire thing. He voiced the entire thing, the Three Little Bops. And here's a picture in the hallways. There's many, many people all dressed up in costume. Then later on, we saw the Black Canary. And my husband's been wanting me to dress up like the Black Canary, and apparently this young lady could really look good in it. Here's an impersonator of Barack Obama that fooled me. Wow. And he was there in living color. And here's the view as we stood in line outside. And inside there was a costume made only of cards, discarded cards, because you get tons and tons of advertisements at the comic convention. Lots of cards, and they always raises a chuckle in everybody. The green person recycling all his advertisements and postcards you get. Okay, so we're standing outside with lines and lines, hoping to see The Simpsons or at least Cleveland. And then after we saw The Simpsons, I had a chance to meet one of my favorite stars from Superman, of course, Margot Kidder, and she's also a fellow Canadian like me. And it was a thrill to talk to her and to have my picture taken with her along with Sonny Boy. It was very, very exciting, and I didn't realize how much it meant to me to meet her. It was wonderful. Here is an amusement park, Candy Floss. I hadn't had that in years. And then we went to a panel for the Jammers, a new hip-hop children's animation show featuring many big stars from the hip-hop nation and producers and such, and I had a chance to hear their panel as they were trying to bring something exciting and wonderful into our homes through this animation about these multiracial kids in an inner city school called the Jammers who sing and dance. And there's me with the producer. He's half Japanese, half Afro-American. And there's me sitting at the pub, Thornton's Pub, and outside near Danica, the band's, trailer with all their equipment. And continuing, there is Dad and daughter, Jim and Emma, his daughter. She's got her cute little blue kilt on. And Jim is sprawling, or maybe that's me. Oh, is that me? I guess so. Luxuriating in bed. Next morning, up and at 'em. We're having our lovely coffees and a buffet, which was quick, because we wanted to get to the Comic-Con. Here's a gentleman, Mike, I met. He had a booth called No Air Guitars Allowed. I bought his book because it's about fans, and we know all about crazed fans. And there from Predator are 3 interesting characters. And I had to see if I could get my shot with him. And there's Jim with Planet of the Apes. Fantastic costuming. I could barely stand it. I was so excited to see that. And here is an interactive booth in which you can pretend to be an explorer, adventurer, and everything works in there. And there's Jim sitting, pretending he's on the phone, and of course he's pretending to poke away at the typewriter. And then, let's see, what do we have next? Chase Masterson, yes. There's Chase Masterson at her booth. And here I am sitting, myself, smiling. I cut my bangs that morning, and I got my little Daisy Duke top on. It's evening, and we're just about to have dinner in San Diego. And we're looking at some of the people walking by as we're sitting outside at the old spaghetti factory. And of course, the Tabasco sauce. We didn't have Frank's hot sauce, but we did have mini Tabasco sauces that helped us along the way. That's